These are our top 10 best and worst January signings for Liverpool Football Club. Starting off the 10 best and worst January transfer signings for Liverpool, we have Fernando Morientes, and it's fair to say that he's not falling under the bracket of the best. Coming on the back of a successful loan spell with Monaco, the Spaniard's career didn't live up to expectations, only scoring 12 goals in 61 appearances and turning like cream. The Spaniard was unfortunately cup-tied for the Champions League win in 2005, but did receive a winner's medal as the Reds lifted the 2006 FA Cup. £35 million. 35 million! To be fair, that doesn't really sound like a lot nowadays, but in 2011 it was. To put that into some context, effectively double that £35 million to turn it into modern money. That would be £70 million for Andy Carroll. Yes, it was enough at the time to make him the most expensive British player ever and Liverpool's most expensive signing ever as well. And guess what? Yes, he was absolutely garbage. The panic buy of all panic buys returned 11 goals in 58 appearances for Liverpool. The greatest of those goals, an FA Cup semi-final one at Wembley in the 87th minute to seal it for the Reds. Thanks a lot, Andy, but you're better suited to West Ham and anyone else who likes a barely target man who gets injured for large portions of the season. God. Overall, the Toxter Terror scored 183 in 369 appearances, including 12 goals in 39 on his return. Because of his commitment to the Reds, he is renowned as a club legend. Also contributing to this is his poke at the Blue Noses over the sniffing saga with a quality celebration in the Merseyside derby. Fowler will always be remembered as a brilliant servant to LFC and still works as a club ambassador. Although his return in 2006 meant that he missed out on the Champions League win in 2005, he did pick up a runners-up medal for the defeat in Athens to AC Milan. And although his return was nowhere near as successful as his first spell in the club, it would be criminal of us to miss a genuine Liverpool legend off the list. It is of course compulsory that MAXI Rodriguez, the Argentinian gem, makes his way into our top 10 just down to the sheer fact that his song was Boss. Not only this, but he turned out to be a very intelligent buy from Rafa Benitez, which would be one of the last signings the manager would make before departing in July 2010. MAXI most notably scored a hat-trick against Fulham in May of 2010-11, which would see the Reds finishing a disappointing 6th in the table. Nevertheless, he was a great player for a free transfer, scoring 17 goals in 73 appearances. Skrtel being well known for his heading attribute, with the Slovakian scoring big headers against Manchester City and Arsenal. He also assisted Liverpool in their triumph over Cardiff City in the League Cup final of 2012. Overall, he scored 18 in 320 appearances for the Reds. Skrtel's Liverpool career wasn't all happy days though, as he got off to a shaky start, putting the ball into his own net against Havant and Waterlooville in one of his first games. Skrtel, or Captain Madface as he's known to the Redmen TV team, never truly won over the Liverpool fan base, however, and struggled in the Brendan Rodgers era as Liverpool required their centre-halves to play a much more passing-orientated game. Nevertheless though, a very good servant for the Reds. Sold to Liverpool by agent Rafael Benitez for £12 million from rivals Chelsea in 2012, Daniel Sturridge has become a fan favourite over the course of his time at the club. He was prolific alongside Luis Suarez in the 13-14 season in the fan-coined SAS. Despite multiple setbacks from injuries, he always found his way back into the starting 11 due to his sheer unadulterated quality in front of goal. A quality highlighted by his absolute pearler of a goal in the Europa League final. With further question marks over his fitness and ability to fit into Jurgen Klopp's system, Daniel Sturridge joined West Brom in January 2018 on loan. Arriving from West Ham in 2007 on loan due to a controversial deal, much like Carlos Tevez, Javier Mascherano, after just 5 appearances for the Hammers, provided great fight for the Reds over his tenure and is best known for his pack-a-punch play style. The defensive midfielder wasn't afraid to throw in a challenge. Netting only 2 goals in 139 appearances, Javier the Monster Mascherano found his place amongst Liverpool's best midfield in the world, until later being sold to Spanish leeches Barcelona under the Roy Hodgson era for £25 million. The Great Dane was a true adopted Scouser and a great servant for the club, even though his Liverpool career was marred with injuries. He didn't let those injuries damage his performances though, leading to him being well respected within the Liverpool community. He is quoted as saying, "Yes, they, Barcelona, are a very big club, but I have never thought of leaving Liverpool unless they sell me. The people, the club officials, the players are all an integral part of my life. I even have YNWA tattooed on my knuckles." Aga left as a true Liverpool icon, returning to his previous club Bromby in 2014 at the age of 31. Joining in 2012 and departing this year, January 2018, Philippe Coutinho netted 54 goals in his 201 appearances, and his introduction alongside Daniel Sturridge in January bolstered Liverpool's attacking prowess massively. The playmaker described his name being sung by Liverpool fans as unique and special. He went on to say, "It's incredible when I hear the song, and it is touching that there are people who connect with you." Despite the love he felt, the Reds faced heartbreak after losing the Brazilian to Barcelona, but pocketed a whopping £133.5 million profit in the process. Before we move on, it's bonus time, and who can forget Steven Caulker? Where to start with this lad? No, seriously, where to start? He played 4 games in totals for the Reds, and for 2 of them, he got thrown on up front in the dying moments of the game to be utilised as a makeshift target man. This screenshot is a picture of his heat map during a game against Arsenal. And this is a heat map of his location versus Man United. And the penalty area that you can see him in is the opposite end of the pitch from his preferred position. So don't be confused. It's fair to say that Jurgen Klopp's judgment must have been clouded on this one, as Caulker returned to the newly relegated QPR for the next season to hopefully assist them in their return to the Premier League, but not as a 30-goal-a-season striker. Okay then, before we reveal our top January signing, we have some honourable mentions, and they are as follows. Danny Ward, yes, Danny Ward, who must presumably be one of the worst trainers to not get a chance in goal for Liverpool, a Liverpool that's got Simon Mignolet and Loris Karius. Scott Carson, who was really cheap and ruined by England. And of course, in a truly positive sense, the wonderful man himself, Virgil van Dijk. Okay then, here it is. You know the answer, I know the answer, we all knew it, but let's say it anyway. One of the players that many on the COP will describe as the best they have ever seen in a red shirt. Luis Suarez was an outstanding player for the mighty Reds and proved to be a prolific goalscorer after signing in 2011. Over his Liverpool career, he had a shooting accuracy of 66.6% and a conversion rate of 36.6%. Yep, he left for Barca in 2014, where he swiftly won the treble with the Catalan side to create a new legacy at a new club. El Pistolero, a rabid biter and the scourge of Norwich City, scored 11 goals in 5 games against them, and in Merseyside derbies, of course, where he scored 5 against the Toffees. What a man.